I built an affordable gaming PC to play Fortnite high FPS. My goal for this PC is to achieve 360 plus FPS on average in-game. But how well can this system perform? Will I reach my goal? You will find out throughout this video. Before starting, I want to say that the link to this PC will be down below in the video description, and I'm giving away a PC like this one, so stay until the end to hear more about it. With that being said, let's start. So, in order to achieve high FPS in Fortnite at an affordable price, we need a powerful CPU and GPU combo that will not break our wallet. And that's why I went with a Ryzen 5 7600 for the CPU and then the RTX 4060 for the GPU. The reason why I chose these components, if you are a beginner to computers, I will try to explain this as simple as possible, is because the Ryzen 5 7600 from AMD is an amazing 6-core 12-thread processor that is very power efficient, the price is decent, and we need a powerful CPU to run Fortnite high FPS. At the same time, it's also very upgradable over time. And then the reason I went with the RTX 4060 is because Nvidia is better optimized when it comes to Fortnite and is going to achieve a smoother performance than the competitor from AMD at this price point. Also, I didn't want to buy a more expensive graphics card because remember, this PC has to be affordable enough that way everyone can buy it and enjoy over 360 plus FPS, making it capable of buying a 360Hz monitor if you want to compete seriously. For the rest of the components, we have 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which means that you are going to get an amazing not only gaming performance but also a streaming level of performance. So if you want to stream Fortnite, you will have no issues and you will be running high FPS while gaming and streaming at the same time. More on that later. A V650 motherboard that is very upgradable over time, where you can replace the CPU to a high-end one without the need to change the entire motherboard. You can also add more SSD if you feel like you need more storage down the line. And then for the case, I went with the Montech Air 100 ARGB. This is an amazing case. As you can see, it looks beautiful. It has a front edge panel, 4 pre-installed ARGB fans, where you can of course change the color, or if you do not like RGB, you can turn it off. Trust me guys, airflow is very important. And before showing you the Fortnite benchmarks, I want to say that this PC is going to be ideal if you want a 360Hz or 240Hz 1080p or even 1440p monitor. You will have links to my recommended monitors in terms of price to performance for 240 and 360Hz. Now let's go with the benchmarks for different settings. So yeah, right now I'm testing Fortnite performance mode. This is 1080p, and actually this is the new season. I had an update, so I had to make a video a day after because it took too long to update. I don't know why. Like the servers were down. Oh, I'm getting shot right now. So yeah, in the top left you can see the FPS in real time, and you can also see the FPS average, which is on the right. So the FPS in real time says 470 FPS and the FPS average around 430. So we are achieving the performance that I wanted, which was 360 plus FPS on average. So if you want to play with a 360Hz monitor, you can easily do so. I also tested this game 2 days ago with this PC in performance mode with the previous season, and it was better optimized, meaning that I achieved better FPS, and it was around 600 FPS. So this PC is actually capable of playing 600 plus FPS on average, depending on how well the season is optimized. But as you can see, 400 FPS on average right now. Very good performance, honestly. And I'm wondering how well we can do in arena mode, which we will test right now, and I will also test different settings. Right now we are hitting 500, over 500 FPS, so very smooth performance, and actually it feels smooth like butter basically. So yeah, very good performance for 1080p competitive settings. Now let's see how it runs in arena mode. So right now we are in creative mode. I know I said arena, I don't know why I said arena, but we are pulling over 600 FPS if we look at this guy, and then let's see while building how much can we pull. around 500 FPS, so actually similar to in-game type of performance, which is actually a good thing because in-games matters the most. So there you have it. If you want an affordable PC that can play competitively in Fortnite with no limits, you can get the highest refresh rate monitor that you want, even a 500Hz monitor, which I believe is a thing right now. You can also use it for 1440p, which I will be testing in a second. So right now we are going to be testing different settings for Fortnite. Moving up in resolution at 1440p performance mode, it was a very smooth experience as well, and I ended up with an average of around 414 FPS, which once again is over 360 plus FPS even when talking about a higher resolution. So this shows you how powerful this PC is, especially when it comes to price to performance at 1080p and 1440p. And honestly, it felt very smooth with no FPS drops, because in my opinion performance mode is the best mode in terms of stability. We are going to test DX12 and 11 in a second, but if you want to play competitively and you want to achieve the highest performance and a very smooth gameplay, then performance mode is what I recommend you using. Now testing DX12 competitive settings, as you can see, it was able to average over 300 FPS, so very similar in terms of FPS to DX11, but it felt worse than DX11, so for any Nvidia GPU, DX11 works better, or performance mode, but DX12 is usually the most unstable setting, and that's why I would not recommend you using this one if you are going to prioritize performance over quality. Regardless, it was able to average over 300 FPS, which most people are going to be happy about. Talking about quality or performance, in that same game I changed the settings to high settings, which in my opinion looks amazing, and it was able to average 180 FPS, which is over 165 FPS, and honestly, if you're going to play competitively, you are looking to lower the graphics settings, but if you want a balance between competitiveness and quality, high quality settings is actually a good setting, considering that you are getting over 165 FPS on average, actually over 180, so you can play with a 240Hz monitor in high quality settings. Now we are going to test how this PC performs in Fortnite while streaming. I am using OBS, the simple settings, with MBank as a video encoder and the best quality encoder preset, which I believe is the one that is going to take the most performance out of the game, just to put this PC into a real test. So I'm going to hit start streaming, and on this case, while streaming, the average was around 370 FPS, as you can see. When I wasn't streaming, the average was around 400 to 420, so that's about 30 to 40 FPS less when streaming. However, you have to keep in mind that this is still over 360 plus FPS on average, so whether you get 1000 FPS or 380 FPS, you will not notice the difference with your eyes if you have a 360Hz monitor or lower. As you can see, very smooth performance when it comes to Fortnite, and we achieved our goal. So if you end up buying this PC, you are going to be getting, in my opinion, the best price to performance system when it comes to Fortnite high FPS. But of course you may wondering, what's the actual price? So the total price in the American market is around $950, which in my opinion is a very decent price, considering you are getting raw level of performance and you can compete with no limits. However, you can make this PC cheaper if you do not buy the aftermarket CPU cooler and you keep the stock cooler from AMD, which is free, and in that case the total price will be around $900, which once again I believe is a very good price for a PC like this one. And if you were wondering how this PC runs in high demanding titles, well, on a 15 game average at 1080p resolution, high to ultra settings in high demanding titles, the 4060 was able to average 91 FPS, making it not only a great PC for Fortnite but also for 1080p high to ultra settings. And for you to see how powerful this PC is, in Spider-Man Remastered 1080p very high quality settings, the 4060 was able to average 150 FPS, which is a very high number. And then in a more high demanding title, in Cyberpunk 2077 1080p high quality settings, it was able to average 82 FPS. In my opinion, incredible performance for the price. And if you were wondering about the giveaway, I am giving a PC like this away in my PC community, so it's only for my community members, and you also get one-on-one personal PC help. So if you want to join the community and have the chance to win a PC like this one, that's the top link in the description. Keep in mind that right now this community is new and there are no members, so the chances of you winning this PC are even higher if you decide that you want to join. Let me know what you guys think about this PC down in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see